I am here in the city of Long Beach, and I've been talking to veterans since Veterans Day, even before Veterans Day, in regards to who they are, how they served, and I've been talking to people in schools, in bowling alleys, even at church. And now it's come to my family, and even in your family, even in my own family, and we have people who are veterans who have made some history. And one thing I always felt too is that it'd be a shame if I had someone in my family who's a veteran. Someone asked me, what did they do? How did they serve? And I'm drawing a blank. That's kind of embarrassing. It's like, men, if you forget your wife's birthday. That's just at the same level, right, men? So we got to know what's going on in our family. And I have my uncle here. And so like before, I make sure I get your name. I know who you are. But make sure that they know who you are, what you served, and what your duties were. So your name, where you served, what your branch was, and let's discuss what you did.
Okay. My name is Raymond Curry. I served in the U.S. Navy. I was known as a CB. That's mainly for a branch of the Navy that does construction, and we built airfields, we built cantonments for housing, we built fuel depots, we did places where aircraft could actually sit and be protected. We built amphitheaters theaters where veterans or military people could go and be entertained while they're in the service. I was in a combat area, but everyone in a combat area are not necessarily people that are shooting weapons, are shooting guns. We were mainly attached to Marine units. Our job was to provide support and logistics for Marines that were in country. I served in an area, Vietnam, between the time of 1965 through roughly 1960, the latter part of 1967. I served in over in an area of Vietnam called the I Corps, which is up near the DMZ. It was when I first went to Vietnam, we went to an area called Chu Lai. That was about 57 miles south of Da Nang. While there, we built airfields, as I said. Jets were taking off. C-130s were taking off. It only took about 17 days to do it. Then when I came back to Vietnam the second time, we served in the area, same general area, but it was up near Da Nang, Khe Sanh, Am Hoa, in that general area of Vietnam.
See, I didn't even know all this. See, by now I should have asked these questions and known about you. You're my uncle. May I ask how old you were when this was going on?
I was about 25, 26 years old, 20 at that time.
Wow, you see there, so a young man getting things done, and it's just amazing how you've come from and what you can pass on. And when it comes to this new year now, I mean, we've had a big election, and there are different thoughts running through the minds of people, and people are concerned or they're nervous, or I know that. But in general, one thing we can all be on the same page is that our history of this country and appreciating our veterans, and that no matter who you voted for, that we have that right to vote thanks to people like yourself. Yeah. And so I think it should come from you then when we're thinking about, okay, what's next? A new year. What is an individual, let's say a young person, I mean, you are a father, you are a grandfather. Right. What's a message you can give to not just your own grandchildren, but any individual who's wondering, okay, what can I give to my country now? What do I need to focus on now?
Well, one of the things I feel very certain about, and it's this. When I served, I went into the military, I took an oath. That oath was to protect the Constitution against all enemies, whether they are foreign or domestic. And so that's what shaped my life as a veteran. It shaped me as a citizen of America, and that's what I firmly believe in now. I believe in our country. I believe in democracy. I believe that we are very, very fortunate to have the people to go and serve. And we are sort of like we serve and we go into the service and we come out and we go back to civilian life. I didn't make a career out of it, but the service has been very, very good to me. everything that all of my development as a person, as a man, as my views, how it shaped me as a citizen, I owe to my military service.
See, that's amazing. And there are those who are going to be the next generation of serving. And so knowing how it shaped you and the kind of person you are, from being a father, a husband, married for how long now?
About 51 and a half years, soon to be 52 years.
So congrats already. Nice job to my amazing aunt. By the way, my aunt, Aunt Loretta, who actually is my camera person right here. Thanks a lot, Aunt Lo. You know, this is an amazing example from your service as a soldier or as a veteran to also to being a husband, a father, a grandfather. One more thing too, and that's this: as we go into New Year, 2017, right around the corner. As a country, what's your hope? I mean, there's so different things that we focus on as a country, many issues. Is there one issue, if you had to pick one issue that we should be focusing on from a veteran's point of view, from your history, what would that one issue be?
Well, first of all, my candidate did not win.
Okay.
I want to make that clear. But at the end of an election, we all have to close ranks and realize that we are one America. And as long as people realize that, we're one America. We all believe in supporting the Constitution because that's where we get the fairness of our country. That's what made me want to serve. But at the same time, I look at 2017 as a good year.
Yes.
I realize that there are a lot of things that can happen, can go wrong, but I'm looking for the best. I'm wishing the best for the new president. And I hope that he will do the things that all other presidents have done, and they think about the good of the country rather than their own personal gain.
That's amazing right there. You know, this not winning or not having your person win, but yet you want the other person to succeed. That's maturity, that's respect, and I really appreciate that. And again, respect to you and your service, not just as my uncle, but as a man who has served. I appreciate that. And hey, I love for people to comment here. You can do so on YouTube, on Facebook as well. Your family, who served. And if you haven't done so yet, tell them thank you.